So this is the story of how this project came about. A few years ago, on a cold Boston morning, I was striding around my office when suddenly I was blessed with an opportunity of a lifetime, a private commission. Through the connection of a mutual acquaintance, a mysterious couple, Mr. and Mrs. Flanders, approached me and wanted me to design their new home somewhere in Boston. I was delighted at the opportunity, but the couple's demands were peculiar, to say the least. Both fiercely independent artists with strong opinions. The Flanders argue with each other all the time over their artistic differences, and while they want to live under the same roof, they do not want to share living spaces with each other because they fear it would erode their individual identities. And hence, the couple gave me the prompt. We don't want to live together. We want to live in the vicinity of each other. And so I said, all right, we'll figure it out. Let's start by making a chart. What do you two need in your house? Well, both of you need a bedroom, a bathroom, a living room, and private workspace. And instead of combining them together, why don't we arrange them symmetrically on a straight line with private spaces on both ends of the line, kitchen and dining at the center. And for extra privacy, let's put the bedrooms and bathrooms on the second floor. And then we finish up with walls designed to prevent you two from seeing each other too often. But the walls still leave enough space for you to occasionally catch a glimpse of each other's presence. You're still living in the same house, but 40 meters apart. Ooh, this is looking interesting. The couple smiled. We'll definitely fight less and get along better in this house. But how are we going to find a place in Boston that fit this thing? Oh, don't worry, Mr. Flanders. I know exactly the place. It's right here on the map, 1 hour away from Boston. This plot is situated between a commuter rail track and a highway, sandwiched between two lakes to the north and to the south. Now place our diagrammatic plan on the site, and let's figure out the section first. With the noises from the highway and the railway, I propose to build your house with 2 layers of concrete, an inner layer of cast on site concrete, a middle layer of precast gutter and drainage which serves as a structural frame that holds the outer layer, the precast concrete panels. The design is based on 4 variations of this pitch roof section, and each 4 represents a different program. Variation 1, the kitchen. Solid walls shield the house from the railroad and the highway. Natural light is drawn in from above. The folding geometry creates a duality of space. One kitchen split into 2, one bright and open, the other dark and enclosed. Mr. and Mrs. Flanders, when you two don't feel like seeing each other, just stay on the other side of the kitchen. And when you're in a better mood, just join your partner on the other side. Variation 2, bedroom and living room. The bedroom is on the second floor, allowing direct view of the lake while avoiding the rail tracks. Again, the domestic spaces are split into pairs, a private inner chamber on one side, and this continuous flow space on the other side. An uninterrupted flow between the private bedroom and the entrance corridor. When your loved one walks by the corridor, even if you don't feel like greeting her, you will hear her presence. The sunken floor design dramatizes this intricate play of privacy. Variation 3, stair and bathroom. Following the same logic of having no windows on first floor, this section draws just a little amount of sunlight into the bathroom and the staircase. The ventilation ducts are in the floor to avoid puncturing the roof. And variation 4, the kids' room. Situated directly above the dining space, the kids' room follows the same folding logic. The kitchen's ventilation duct is routed through the second floor, and the bathtub is incorporated as a part of the second floor. Through those four variations, a duality of space is established, allowing for the coexistence of two independent souls. And following the development in sections, our initial diagrammatic plan has evolved into this form. And now we'll take a closer look at the long sections. The systems, some of it mentioned before, navigates between the first layer and the outer layer of concrete in a way that avoids disrupting the flow of space, from the drainage system to the ventilation, and then the radiant heating and cooling system. Despite being 40 meters apart, you can still catch a glimpse of each other. And here we see private bedrooms maintaining a visual and vertical connection to the common area. It's almost as if your family is living on the same alley, not in the same house. Mr. and Mrs. Flanders, this house guarantees that you won't be around each other all the time, but you will feel each other's presence in more subtle and more profound ways. Well, I hope this design satisfied both of your wish to live in the vicinity of each other. And I think 40 meters seem to be just the right amount for your love to flourish. That was the story of this house. It has been a few years since it was built. Apparently the Flanders really enjoyed it, and they recently sent me this professionally made film to show how much they are enjoying it. And let's take a look.